So ordered. I recognize the gentleman from California, Mr. Min, for the purpose of offering his amendment designated Min number 6. Without objection, the amendment is considered read.
Thank you, Chair Westerman. My amendment would authorize and instruct this committee to investigate DOGE and its efforts to cut the NOAA budget and workforce along the lines of what my colleague from California just mentioned in yesterday's executive order. Of course, what Elon Musk and DOGE are proposing to do, what they have tried to do, is blatantly unconstitutional and illegal. It is also ultra vires insofar as it clearly exceeds the scope of the executive order creating DOGE. That executive order, if you take a look back at it, clearly indicates that DOGE was meant to be a quote-unquote temporary organization, and that Elon Musk, as we learned later, was designated as a special government employee, a temporary employee, not a senior White House or government official. And I want to just talk to my Republican colleagues here, because the powers that he is usurping, this is not a partisan matter. He is usurping your powers too. Congress created and funded these particular agencies, these particular departments, including NOAA, and one man is trying to unilaterally take those powers away from us and cut these. Now, if you want to have a discussion about cutting NOAA, there's a way in place to do that, and that is through Congress. That is through this committee, and we can have that debate, and I'm sure we might not agree on the appropriate level of workforce and funding for NOAA, but that is really what it's at debate right now is, should one person be allowed to take away all of our powers, to unilaterally cut the workforce, and with the flick of a switch, literally, get rid of programs and workforces that he does not like. Now, NOAA is under his crosshairs, and of course, they perform a number of very essential services to our communities in the coastal area in particular, and no, I don't believe Starlink will be able to fill that void. If DOGE is successful, as Elon Musk is hoping to do, in cutting 50% of NOAA's workforce and canceling weather mitigation-related grants, it will have immediate impacts for communities across the country, including my district, and end up costing taxpayers much more in the long run. That's because NOAA staff are on the front lines translating science into action to keep our communities safe, to save lives, and prepare us for a climate-resilient future. As the saying goes, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So let's take a second to just consider what we stand to lose if this illegal and unconstitutional action is not stopped. It would mean severe cuts to the National Weather Service, which shares life-saving warnings and real-time data to keep Americans safe during natural disasters. These are the official weather alerts you see on the news and on your phone, which often precede what private weather stations get as far as their information. In fact, many private companies depend on NOAA's weather and climate data to run their businesses, all made possible by the agency's expansive network of satellites, airplanes, computer models, and dedicated staff. 5 days before the devastating fires in Los Angeles, it was the National Weather Service that began warning of strong winds and extreme fire conditions in the area. And I would just note that there's a lot of misconceptions about what happened in Southern California. We don't have a lot of forests in my area or in the Los Angeles area. These are brush fires. And I would encourage anyone who believes that this was a water management issue or forest management issue in these recent fires to talk to firefighters. Because if you do talk to them, they will tell you that it is impossible to deploy fire retardants and things like that when you have 100-mile-an-hour winds that essentially operate as a blowtorch. They had to wait till the wind subsided before they deployed, before they could try to address and respond to these wildfires, and that is the reason that the wildfires spread so quickly. NOAA helps prevent this and began warning of strong winds and extreme fire conditions in the area. NOAA satellites later detected heat signatures, tracked smoke pollution, and mapped fire perimeters. And this data was essential for the red flag warnings that were issued that helped our firefighters deal with the unpredictable conditions that were occurring and likely helped to save a lot of lives. This is not the kind of infrastructure that can be easily replaced, nor should it be. So losing NOAA or massive cuts to NOAA means that we'll lose out on the grants that are helping to restore critical habitats, to improve coastal protection, provide recreational opportunities, protect our open spaces. So I respectfully ask for your aye vote on this particular amendment.
Gentleman yields back. Is there further discussion on the amendment?